Okay, come sit on my lap.
Can you do this?
Annie, you will get a turn next, okay?
Mommy, can you help me with this real fast?
Ready?
Welcome to Teal House Farm.
What are we doing today?
We're making diapers.
Making diapers? We're not making diapers, we're making butt wipes for babies.
No. What do you mean? We're making butt cheeks.
Okay, let's sew. You ready?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, but seriously, we are going to show you how to make the wipes in just a minute. But first, I wanted to show you 5 things that I feel are essential for a low-waste, sustainable type lifestyle with a baby. And so let's go ahead and get started. The biggest thing when it comes to low waste and sustainability when it comes to kids is just really keeping in mind what things are essential. What does a baby really need to grow and to thrive? And most of the things that we buy for babies as Americans are really unnecessary. If you look at the list of what people spend for an infant, it is incredibly long and a lot of money. And most of the things on there are just for convenience sake. They really are not necessary. And a lot of them you buy and you only need or use for a month or 2, and then the baby is too big or in a new developmental stage and out in the trash it goes. So after 5 children, this is number 6, I've really pared it down. I've really just discovered you don't need the vast majority of things. And also being on a family journey to systematically reduce the amount of waste that we're producing, just buying fewer things for a new baby is part of that journey. A lot of the things you'll see we've been using for several children and are still in great shape. So the first thing is probably the most obvious, and that is cloth diapers. I have been using cloth diapers since Micah, our oldest, was born. And I have used about every type of cloth diaper out there. And I know if you are watching this video and you are just starting looking into using cloth diapers, it feels very overwhelming because there are a lot of options. And I have a blog post that I'll post below that discusses each different type and the pros and the cons. But the important thing to know is that they all work. And honestly, the rule of thumb is the more like a disposable diaper they are, the more expensive they are. I actually prefer to use the more old-fashioned type diapers on the infants, on the newborn babies, so that is these. I like to use pre-fold diapers like this. I use it with a Snappy, which is like a modern-day diaper pin, so you don't have to worry about poking the baby. The little teeth click onto the diaper and keep the diaper secure. And I also use a lot of flat diapers on infants. Flat diapers are just a really big square that you fold into a diaper shape that can be then secured onto the baby, like that. And if you would like to see how to fold a flat diaper, I do have a video of that up there. Over either of these options, you're going to want to put some sort of waterproof cover. There's choices, whether it's fleece, PUL material, just kind of depends what you want there. But these work the best for infants, and then you keep a big wet bag and a lidded trash can of them, and when that trash can's full, you wash them. Pretty simple, and you use them over and over and over and over and over and over and over. The next thing I recommend is bag balm. I found this one actually at the farm store because it is originally meant for udders. But bag balm is great because it's really versatile, and so you don't end up with a lot of different creams and things for different problems. Bag balm is a lanolin based product. I use it for everything from super dry skin, like in the winter having a wood stove, my hands just get so dry that they crack, and I'll put this on at night and it does a great job helping them be protected and rejuvenate. You can use it in place of lanolin for when you're nursing because it is a lanolin cream, and it also works great on babies' bottoms. If they have a little bit of diaper rash, put some of this on there. It just locks out the moisture, helps the skin heal. And it's also fine for cloth diapers because it is not a petroleum-based like a lot of the diaper creams are, that you cannot use when you're using cloth diapers. For number 3, as much as I love cloth diapers, there are certain circumstances where they just are not practical. And a disposable really is worth the cost and the convenience, but I still don't want something that's made with a lot of plastics or fragrances, things like that. So I am in love with this diaper brand, disposable style diaper. It looks just like a regular disposable. I'll show you. Still, it's got the wetness detection line. It's got your little tabs, sticky tabs. It's very thin diaper, so you can wear all the cute little pants over them, not have to worry about the bulk like you do with the cloth diaper, and they are very absorbent. I use them for overnights, but you get the convenience and the wetness protection of a disposable. But it is 100% responsibly sourced bamboo product, so this is actually a compostable product, which is really neat. And they promote their, it's called the re-diaper service, where they actually will collect, they give you a container to collect all the soiled diapers in, and then you ship them back, and they are municipally and safely and responsibly composted, just like some cities, some large metropolitan cities do with sewage. It kind of goes in the mix, which is really neat. It keeps them out of the landfills. We are actually trying to use our human manure compost pile, which gets pretty darn hot, to see if we can compost these. It should work, hypothetically speaking, scientifically speaking, because it is 100% natural bamboo product, and then the human manure system is already set up to handle the human waste. But it takes 2 to 3 years for a human manure compost pile to be fully composted and safely composted, so I cannot tell you whether or not the theory actually worked out to be fact on this one, and I will not be able to tell you over several years. But either way, this is a product that is going to break down a lot more easily. You're not going to end up with landfills filled with plastic disposable diapers that are going to go nowhere for eons. So love this product, and it does a very good job matching competitors as far as disposables and absorbency go. The only downside being, as it is with a lot of things that are more sustainable, is it is more expensive, and pretty significantly so if you are buying off-brand diapers. If you're already buying the more expensive, like Pampers, it's not that much of a change, but if you're buying the Sam's Club, 400 pack, it will be a little bit of a bill to swallow, but I'll put a link below. Gives you $20 off your first order if you want to try them. I am not associated with Diaper. They did not ask for my review, but I really do like these diapers. My baby's bottoms all really like these diapers. I've had babies who are allergic to some of the commercial brands, and have gotten like nasty looking chemical burns from the fragrances in big commercial brand names. And so these are great. Number 4 is what we're going to show you today how to make, and that is the cloth wipe. Cloth wipes are great. They get washed with your cloth diapers. You will never poke a finger through a cloth wipe. You only need 2 for the poopiest of diapers. You can add all sorts of essential oils or coconut oil, moisturizer when you're making your wipes with a soap solution. I just use water, but you can choose whatever you want and what works best for you, which is really nice. The last thing, number 5, I recommend is a really good carrier or baby sling. Most of the contraptions and buckets and things that you buy to put a baby in are meant to mimic the feeling of being held, but you can avoid spending money on most of those things if you have a way to hold the baby but still be hands-free, right? So I have a couple different carriers that I like. This one is called a ring sling, which I actually just took apart because I washed it, but it's very simple. The end just gets fed through, and then you wear it like this here, and the baby sits in the basket, and then you tighten it so that it's nice and tight on the baby, and it keeps the baby nice and secure. When the baby gets bigger, you can put them on your side. You can use this really as heavy as your back can manage. Usually for me, I stopped using it when they're about 14 or 15 months because it just starts to really pull on your shoulder. I also have a front backpack carrier that I use as well when the baby has better head control. Really the idea being that, you know, with 1 or 2 carriers that you really like wearing, you really can have the baby on you a lot, which makes the baby happy, but you can also have your hands free to do things, which is good because you have things to do, right? And that eliminates the need to buy a lot of the bouncy seats and swings and different contraptions. When it comes to baby things, the only things that I have a pack and play, and I have a bouncy seat, like a seat, little vibrating seat that they can sit in, and obviously a car seat. But I don't have a swing, I don't have like play mats.
Mommy, what is this?
You ready? Hold it right here. Here we go.